Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Funto. If you're seeing this space for the first time, you're very welcome. I created this channel to talk about my faith, relationships, and my life in general, living with sickle cell. Not only living, but thriving with sickle cell. If you're new, please don't hesitate to subscribe, like, and share this video if you find it meaningful to you. For those that have already subscribed, I'm very grateful. I was overwhelmed in a good way with the responses that I got, the encouragement, the support, and I just want to say thank you guys. I really appreciate you, and God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So today in this video is going to be a fun video. I'm excited to do this one. This is going to be a get to know me tag, and you can know a little bit about me and just get to know the face and the person behind this channel. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so these are questions that I got on the internet. There were a few questions that you guys asked me on Instagram, but I'm going to cover that in a later video, basically asking how I deal with sickle cell disease and having a baby, or raising kids and having a family. So that deserves a video on its own, so I'm just going to talk about that in another video. But this is just a fun get to know me tag. I will be reading the questions and then answering it to the best of my ability. Hopefully it's not it's not too much for me, but I'm sure I got this. So the first question is asking, what is my middle name? My middle name is Oluwafolajimi, and what that means, what does that mean? God endowed me with wealth, right? I think that's what it means. If you don't think so, please let me know in the comment section. But I think that's what it means. Oluwafolajimi, God endowed me with wealth. The second question says, share your favorite subject in high school. So in secondary school, I want to say my favorite subject was commerce, because I was in commercial class, and so that was my favorite subject, and I went on to actually read accounting. So I mean, nothing too exciting there. It was just good old balance sheet, debit and credit stuff, which I still love, but I don't do anymore anyway till as of now. Third question is, what is my favorite drink? Water. I drink water and I mind my business, because that's really the only thing I should be drinking, to be honest with you guys. Water, it helps a lot, especially with my health. I drink water, or I'm making some type of juice to form healthy. But yeah, that's a story for another day. I drink water on a random time, maybe social night out or something. I can drink a daiquiri. I love daiquiris, pina colada, strawberry daiquiri, things like that. Yeah, so that's my favorite drink. What's my favorite song at the moment? Oh, this one's a good one. What's my favorite song at the moment? I have several songs that inspire me. Like, I'm that type of person that when I hear this song that catches me, I can play it forever and ever. But I think, but to say at this one's tough, because what's my favorite song at the moment? It's one of Dunsin Oyekan's songs. That's what I can think of, because I love the whole album. So I'm just going to say Dunsin Oyekan. Maybe the one that really I can remember right now is Fragrance to Fire. But I love his old, the album that he has currently. I'm really loving that. What would you or have you name your children? What would I or have I named my children? What would I or have I named my children? So I do have two girls, Fifehomi and Nifemi, Olua Fifehomi and Olua Nifemi. So yeah, that's what I named them as as the Holy Spirit inspired. So yeah, and that's what I would have loved to name them anyway. Have I participated in any sports? Girl, I got sickle cell. I'm not, no. I don't do sports. I think I mentioned this in my last video. I don't do sports. Anything, there's this thing in Yoruba that says, that is my life in a nutshell. Anything stressful, strenuous, that's gonna land me in the ER with some pain crisis, you would not find me doing. So yeah, fortunately, I don't play sports. I've come to terms with it. So yeah, that's just that. I try to push it sometimes and maybe run here and there. But to be honest, I don't play sports. So let's just leave it at that. What's my favorite book? The Bible, which is what I should be reading, to be honest with you. Like the Bible, like I feel like I open the Bible, and actually I do the YouVersion Bible on my phone, so I do a lot of devotionals on there. And it's funny because I can be doing a devotional and then there's a verse that sticks out and I'm like, wow, I didn't read this part before in the Bible. So yeah, but outside of the Bible, because I know you probably want to know, what do I like to read? My last read was Boundaries, I think. Yes, it's on the, so I have a library app on my phone, and I read Boundaries with kids, boundaries with parents, boundaries in general. So creating boundaries with people around you and setting boundaries with your children and things like that. But yeah, that was my last read. What is my favorite color? What is my favorite color? If I were to ask Fife this question, she would say, Mommy, purple is your favorite color. Purple was my wedding color, one of my wedding colors, but I think I don't really like purple now. I think right now I'm really feeling like brown, peach, like warm, earthy color. So I'll say that's my favorite color at the moment. What's my favorite animal? I like dogs. I like teacup dogs. I used to have a dog. Yeah, but I like dogs. But I think my husband would disagree, because when we're walking in the neighborhood and I see someone else's dog, I'm like, so what's going on? Yeah, but I don't understand why I'm fearful. But I like dogs because my sister has a dog. I love dogs, but yeah, I would say that's my favorite animal. What's my favorite perfume? Gosh, these questions, I don't know. I'm such a basic person. I use perfumes. I don't even remember their names. What do I have right now? I think I have a Gucci perfume. I don't know what Gucci perfume. That's what I'm using at the moment. What's my favorite holiday? Christmas, of course. Like my favorite. My daughter was born like 4 days before Christmas. My husband's a December baby. I have 2 December babies in the house. So I love that Christmas time, like December, like my second favorite month, because I'm May. So I mean, that's my favorite month. But like Christmas is my favorite holiday. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate your childhood. 7, because I thank God I was privileged. I was very privileged. So 7. I would say 7. The only reason I wouldn't rate it at 10 is because we're very, now African parents, I mean, a lot of things that you would love to do and you really couldn't do because, they just kind of restricted you from doing things. Have you been out of the country? Out of which of the countries? Because I'm originally from Nigeria. I live in America now. So which of the... Yes, I've been out of the country. I've traveled out of the country severally. Do I speak different languages? Yes, I speak Yoruba. And I try to form that I speak Spanish, but to be honest, un poquito, just a little bit. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I'm the youngest of 3. I have an older sister and an older brother, and I'm the youngest. What's my favorite store? H-E-B. H-E-B, because I love to do groceries and stock my house with foods for my kids. That's my favorite store right now. So, I mean, it didn't ask my favorite clothing store, so I want to assume store in general. But if it were to be a favorite clothing store, where do I shop the most? Online, man. Amazon, man. Yeah. H-E-B, let's just leave it at that. What is my favorite restaurant? Thai. Anything Thai. I love Thai food. I just feel like it's very close to what I know. I'm not really an adventurous person. My husband's the opposite, but I'm not an adventurous person. So I would say Thai food. I love the spice. I love everything that they have, their soups and things like that. What is my favorite? Oh, did I like school? Did you like school? Yes, I loved school. I loved the friendships that I made, even though we've lost touch now. But yeah, I loved school. Yeah, I did. Who are some of my favorite YouTubers? Who are some of my favorite YouTubers? Jeez. The Lizzie O. Lizzie, she's in California now. She left us in Texas. But yeah, she's in California. I love her. I love her lifestyle vlogs that she does. I love this new person. I know it's very random. Sandra's Reality. I just stumbled on her thing, and she talked about how she was married off at a younger age, and it just touched me. I just loved how she was able to open up and, find an find an outlet like YouTube to talk about her story. She was married off at an early age to a man like, I think, 19 years older than her. The man eventually died, and she's now left with 2 kids, raising 2 kids alone. So yeah, I stumbled on her channel, and then there are a lot of other YouTubers that I like, but I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. What is my favorite movie? I have 2. I would say Law Abiding Citizen is one, like my all-time favorite. I can watch that movie over and over again. I just love Gerard Butler in that movie. I love Jamie Foxx. I just love the way it was acted. And then I love Shooter, also action movie. So yeah, those are my 2 like favorite movies that I can think of right now. What are some of my favorite TV shows? Funta, you don't watch TV. I can't. I'm too restless, man. I can't sit down and be keeping up. No, I don't. I can't say anything stands out because I don't consider myself as a TV junkie. Like, I can, even to watch movies, my husband is tired of me. I fall asleep in the midst of it. So I don't have any favorite TV show. Actually, I do, now that I think about it. Law and Order SUV. Law and Order SUV, but it's, it's seasonal. So sometimes they're out for the season for a few months, but yeah, but I haven't watched it in a while though, to be honest. Do I prefer a PC or a MacBook? I'm a Mac girl, man. I've had it since college, in 2007, and I've just stuck with it since then. So yeah, Mac. What phone do I have? Android. It's funny story. It's funny because I use a Mac and I use it very well. Like, I love my MacBook, right? My husband in December gave me a Christmas gift, an iPhone X Max. Is that an iPhone X Max? And for some reason, I couldn't figure out how to use an iPhone X Max, so I returned it, and I got a Note 9 instead. So yeah, I'm an Android girl when it comes to phones, and then a Mac girl when it comes to computers. Judge me, just judge me, feel free. What phone do I have? Samsung Note 9. How tall am I? 5'6". Argue with yourself. If anybody says 5'5" and a half, 5'5", I will come for you. 5'6". That's what I'm giving myself. Do I have any pets? I used to, and the pets ran away. I had a dog, a Yorkie, named Chloe, and funny story on how she was no longer with us. I got married, and then of course my husband was getting irritated with this dog, and I was pregnant. I mean, we're just newly married. I had gotten the dog before we got married, even though we were engaged then, and he had warned me, don't get this dog, you won't be able to keep up. And Yorkies, their energy. Anyway, so I got this doggo, and one day I was coming back from work. I think she was in the garage, and then my husband opened up the garage, and she just literally, I was driving in and she just walked. Low. Maybe they were calling our village people. And yeah, funny story though was that the next day, which was a Saturday, someone had called because I have a thing with my phone number on her neck. I had a little collar with my phone number, and so the person called saying they had found my dog and they were in the neighborhood, but I didn't want to go alone and my husband wasn't home. So I was like, okay, well, when he gets back, we'll go together to get the dog. I called back the number that called me, and I was like, okay, can I come pick it up now? Which was like a few hours after they had called, and all of a sudden you're like, the dog escaped their backyard where they put it because they have it like a little hole. I was like, okay, so maybe it's not meant to be. Let this dog just go. So yeah, till tomorrow. I don't know where the dog is. I hope she's okay. Hopefully someone fine took her in. I think that's all the questions. Oh my gosh, this was fun. I love doing this. If you have any other questions or comments, please don't forget to leave them below in the comment section. Also, I'm on Instagram. I'll put the link in the description box below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you're seeing this face for the first time, you are very welcome. Please do subscribe. Tell your friends to tell a friend. And yeah, if you have anything else that you want me to talk about, I would most definitely do that, especially with sickle cell. Like I said, my next video would be managing marriage and my life with sickle cell, and most especially like when I was pregnant, how did I deal with sickle cell? And yeah, that brings me to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.